Hey, what's up, guys? Just right here visiting my sister on her birthday. Today would have been her 43rd birthday. That's crazy, man. It's crazy how time goes by. She passed away when she was 18. I got her a Modelo and her hot Cheetos, her usual favorites. Oh, it's crazy because on the way here I stopped to get the Cheetos, but I accidentally got the regular kind. I was like, damn. I looked at it when I got here. I was like, ah, shit. There's supposed to be the hot Cheetos ones. There's supposed to be hot Cheetos, but fuck it. I feel like maybe she wanted those today, you know? Then I got her candle. Got her little candle right here. About to light that up. I always try to bring her a white candle when I come visit her, especially if it's her birthday. Especially if it's her birthday. But yeah, man. She would have been 43 today. It's crazy because she passed away when she was 18. Exactly 1 week after her 18th birthday. She passed away exactly 1 week after her 18th birthday. So it's been 25 years now since she passed away. So she's actually been gone for 25 years. So keep that in mind. She's been gone more than she was here. She passed away at 18 and she's already been gone for 25 years. So that's much longer than the time that she was here, you know? Oh, damn. See, it's kind of windy, so the candle went out. It's kind of windy today. Damn, I'm going to have to keep relighting that. Let me see. I got some sage. I like to burn sage and stuff when I'm here, especially copal. But the charcoal that I got, I've been having issues with the charcoal that I got right here. So I've been trying not to use this charcoal, but I was like, you know what? I'll just use like 1 or 2 while I'm here, just because I love to burn copal when I'm here with her. I'm gonna just use 2. Cause man, this copal, I don't know if it's just too old or what, but it'll start burning out of control. So I'm like, oh shit, I don't want that. You know what? Let me do my cheers. Oh, my Modelo with her. I got my little Ouija planchette bottle opener. I love that one, man. I love that one. But yeah, let me see. We'll do a cheers with her real quick for the gram. Cheers. The street right here to my left right here, it's a busy ass street. It's a busy intersection. So I'm like, damn, I hope no cop drives by when I'm sipping my Modelo real quick, I got my copal. Yeah, I got my. So I got the charcoal going. About to burn some copal real quick. Man, if you guys know me, man, you know I love burning my copal, especially when I'm here visiting my sister. It's so calming, so calming, so relaxing. Damn, little ass chair. I'm hella big, but it's cool. Yeah, little ass chair. I'm gonna take a video from this side. Yeah, man, last time I was here, the charcoal started going pretty crazy. So I had to put it out. That's why I always bring this lid right here. I always make sure I bring a lid to make sure I'm able to smother the charcoal, you know. You don't want to cause any fire hazards. Man, today's kind of cold. This weather's been kind of weird, man. It was hella hot for a few weeks. Then all of a sudden it started getting cold. Started raining. Yeah, man, that copal, man, it's so soothing. So calming. Man, every now and then, you know, we got to take a time out. I know we're always busy. We all, you know, a lot of us got work. A lot of us got businesses we got to take care of, but you gotta take time out every now and then, man. You gotta take time to clear your mind. You gotta take time to just chill, you know, slow down a bit, you know what I mean? You know, we're not gonna be here forever, you know, so it's like might as well enjoy life while we can, you know. Enjoy your loved ones, you know, spend some time with your loved ones, whether they're still with us. Whether they're still with us or if they're gone already. Gotta make sure I keep that over here because, like I said, the street right here to my left, it's a busy ass street. So I don't want the cops to drive by and see me drinking. I'm only just having just the one, just while I'm here. And I'm gonna wait here long enough for that one to go away, you know, for the buzz to go away. Plus, I mean, with one, I should be cool. But yeah, man, you just gotta slow down every now and then, you know. So relaxing over here, man. You gotta think about it, guys. Once we're gone, man, we're gonna be gone longer than we were here. Like, for example, look at my sister, you know. She was only here on this earth for 18 years. 18 years, man. Can you think about that? Like, everybody watching this video right now, think back to your 18th birthday. You know, think about from your 18th birthday till now, how much you've accomplished between that time, you know. So be grateful that you're still here, you know. Be grateful that your loved ones are still here. Because it's like, you know, a lot of people don't get to make it this far, you know. You know, we're lucky to be here still. A lot of our loved ones, they're no longer here no more, you know. They didn't get to this point. They didn't get to this point in life. That wind's starting to kick up, man. But it's windy. It's cold too. It's a little too cold. It's a little cold. Plus, right here where I'm at, we got this big old tree right here. So I got all the shade. It's already cloudy. Plus, I got all the shade from this big tree and from all the trees right here lining the fence. See, I'm gonna take a video real quick to show you guys. Plus, right here where we're at, we got this big tree right here. And then we got all those trees right here lining the fence. So I got the shade from the trees, plus it's already cloudy outside, so it's like, damn, I got So it's extra dark right here where I'm at. But it's cool though, I love it. I'm tired of the heat. I was tired of that heat, man. It was too much heat going on. But yeah, man, I'm enjoying it, just, just chilling here. So her birthday was actually yesterday on May 1st. Her birthday's May 1st. She was a Taurus. Today's May 2nd. Today's Saturday. Her birthday was yesterday on a Friday. I didn't get a chance to come out here yesterday. It was on a Friday. So I came out here today. Today's Saturday. I figured, you know what, I come out here today and chill. I like coming out here early, Like I said, this is a busy street. This is a busy intersection right here. So it gets backed up pretty far. So I try to get out here early so that I can chill here early and then, head back. Head back early before the traffic starts. Okay, see, so the charcoal's actually burning today. Today is actually burning kind of good. Last time, the pack that I brought last time, man, it was going out of control, man. It was kind of crazy. I was like, oh shit, like it looked like I was trying to start a fire. I'm like, damn, definitely don't want that. Like I said, I always bring a lid. Whenever you guys like copal, especially if you're using charcoal, with it, I recommend you bring a lid, man. You always bring a lid, because that's the best way to smother it. That's the best way to smother it. Even for my sage right here, I usually have it in a big container like that so that I can smother it out. Because, it's always safety first, guys. It's always safety first. You gotta think of, safety first. Okay, how are you going to put out the flame? How are you going to put out the smoke? How are you going to put out the charcoal? How are you going to put out the sage if it starts burning out of control? So that's why it's always safety first. You guys gotta think of like, okay, how am I gonna get rid of it? Luckily, there's also they have a water hose here. So like last time when the charcoal went out of control like that, after I smothered it out, I went and I poured water in there just to make sure that it was all completely put out. And then on top of that, I took it back home with me, and then I disposed of it once I was at home. So I knew for sure it was out 100%. But yeah, cheers, guys. Cheers to my sister. Happy birthday. Happy 43rd birthday to my sister. Oh man, that's so refreshing. That's so refreshing. Hella bomb. I needed that. I'm only having one today while I'm here, because I still gotta drive back home. I'll probably have more once I get home later. See, I always like to light sage too. It's so calming, man. So relaxing. Especially another thing too, man. If you guys saw my last vlog that I did here at the cemetery, I do like to cleanse myself when I leave here. I usually do it right outside the fence. Just because, we're in the cemetery, so there's a lot of energies here, good and bad, and some of those energies like to stick to us when we leave. Especially if you're a very spiritual person, those energies are going to stick to you, because they see you as a light. If you're very spiritual, they see you as a light. The spirits and the energies, they see you as a light. So they're going to want to stick to you because they know you see them, they know you feel them. So it's like, imagine, being in the darkness and all of a sudden you see a light at a distance, from far away. You're going to want to go check it out, right? It's going to catch your eye. You're going to be like, oh, what is that? So you're definitely going to want to walk towards it, and you're going to want to go check it out. So that's how they see us. They see us as light. So if we're able to see them and hear them, they see us as light. So they're going to want to come out and, say hi to us, and sometimes, like I said, sometimes they might even want to go home with us, So you got to cleanse yourself every time you leave the cemetery. Like the last cemetery vlog that I did, I cleansed myself outside the gate over there. I even vlogged it too. If you check out the vlog, it's at the end of the video. I think I did it with the sage. I remember it was hot that day. By the time I left, man, I was burning up. Plus I had a hoodie on too, because it was in the morning. So it was cold in the morning, then it got hot. I was like, man, what the heck? Like that's the crazy weather that we be having here. You know, like even right now, on the way here, I was like, damn, is it hot? Is it cold? I was hot 1 second, then I was cold another second. Then when I got here and I saw the shade, I was like, okay, it's definitely cold here. But I guarantee you, like by the time I walk back to my car, I'll be sweating, you know. So the charcoal's almost out. Um, like I said, I only use two this time. Sometimes I use more just to make more smoke. But like I said, since it went crazy last time, this time I'm like, I'm only gonna use like one or two. I don't want it to go too crazy over here. Man, I'm already finishing up my Modelo too. Man, I was thinking about this funny story about my sister. I remember back when we were like in elementary, like second grade. I think I was in second grade or third grade, and she was in kindergarten. So we had an early day from school that day. So that means we got off of school early that day, like much earlier than normal. So our mom was still at work. So I remember we get there and we're waiting in the driveway for either my mom or my tia to pull up. And I remember we had like a there was like this pole where it used to be part of a fence. There was this pole in our front yard that used to be part of a fence, but the fence was no longer there. It was just the pole there. But I remember we would take turns spinning on the freaking pole. Like we would grab the pole and go around it in circles. Me, man, by the third round, by the third time I went around it, I was dizzy AF. But I remember my sister, dude, she would not get dizzy. She would just keep spinning, spinning, spinning. And I'm like, what the F? I would even tell her, like, dude, you about to throw up. You about to get hella dizzy. You about to puke. And she'd be like, nah. I don't get dizzy. I never get dizzy. I'm like, what the heck? But, yeah, I remember I was just thinking about that the other day for some reason. Because somebody was telling me how their kids had an early day at school that day. So it hella reminded me of that. Cool. See, now I got the sage going too. So now there's a sage. There's smoke from the sage and there's the smoke from the copal. Like I said, the charcoal's almost out though. So the copal is going to stop burning in a bit. That way it'll give this enough time to cool down before I leave. Because I don't want that shit to be hella hot when I put it back in the car, But man, copal, dude, I love copal. Like I said, copal is one of my favorite scents ever. Like it's so calming, it's so relaxing. Like me, I actually sell copal in my shop. I used to sell the charcoal, but like I said this before. A lot of people, they're unsafe when it comes to charcoal. I tell them, don't touch the charcoal. The charcoal gets super hot. It's just like regular charcoal from a barbecue. You wouldn't go up to a barbecue pit or a barbecue grill and then pick up the charcoal, right? You wouldn't do that. So that's the same thing with this charcoal, but people don't get it. So I would have a lot of customers that they end up burning themselves with the charcoal. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna stop selling it. I don't want nobody blaming it on me that they got burned. After I tell them, So I'm like, yeah, I'm not selling that charcoal no more. I just sell the actual copal, and then obviously I sell the sage. I was actually one of the first people to sell sage here where I live. I remember people didn't even know what sage was, but I used to sell it. They'd be like, "What? Like, what's that?" I'm like, and so I would have to explain to them. Then later, because of TikTok and everything, it started going more viral, and then now everybody knows what sage is. Like sage, white sage, all that. Everybody knows what that is now. Like with copal, I feel like copal is a little more. Only certain people know about it. Me, I've been known about it for a long time. I've been selling it for a long time, but I feel that it's not as popular as sage. But I feel that maybe TikTok is gonna make it popular. Maybe it's gonna make it go viral later. So it probably will be more known, later. Yeah, man. Like my sister Isabel, her right here, and my other two siblings, Victor and Erica, the ones that do the podcast with me. All their birthdays are in the summer. So like growing up, she was the first birthday of the year. Isabel was the first birthday of the year. So it was Isabel, then my brother affiliate, the one that does the podcast with me. Then it was Erika. She also does the podcast with me. Then it was our mom. So it was their, all four of their birthdays were in the summertime. And then me, my birthday was like 6 months later in the winter when it was raining, when it was cold. Like it would be a thunderstorm outside. And it was my birthday, you know, and like my family's trying to make me a cake, or, you know, or like they're trying to make me like a dinner at the house. But outside, inside the house is cool, but outside it was storming. But then I realized it's because, you know, I'm a Scorpio. I was born in Scorpio season. So Scorpio season, it's supposed to be dark. It's supposed to be cold. It's supposed to be all of that, you know, cold, dark, rainy, thunderstorms. That's Scorpio season. So that's why, like, now as an adult, I'm like, man, fuck it. Like I embrace it. I'm glad my birthday's in the cold season, you know? I love it. See, it's a little windy. You could tell by the smoke. Man, I'm already, I already finished my Modelo. Yeah, this is the only one I'm going to have for today. Because I still got to drive back. Plus, it's still early, man. It's barely like, let me see. It's barely 9:39. But yeah, man, I love it out here. Like I said, today's a little more colder, which is cool, though. I prefer it. I prefer the cold weather because, man, I'm so tired of the heat. I'm tired of the heat, man. It be getting way too hot out here. I remember it was like November, late November, which is my birthday, and it was still hot, super hot. So people always ask me like, hey, what? I have a relative that's passed away. What should I bring with me when I go visit him at the cemetery? I would say the first and foremost, bring the stuff that you knew for sure they liked. For example, like my sister, she loved hot Cheetos, so I know, okay, she's gonna love that. She loved it, you know, when she was here. She was a teenager, you know, man, she loved her hot Cheetos. At school, after school, she always had a bag of hot Cheetos on her, right? So I know she loved that. Then, you know, because it's her birthday, I was like, okay, let me bring her a little bit of alcohol, you know what I mean? So I just brought her a Modelo. But, like, you know, whatever their favorite alcohol is, like if they like Hennessy, bring them the Hennessy. If they like tequila, bring them their favorite tequila. Just stuff like that, you know. Pretty much like anything they like. All right, I think I'm about to start smothering out the sage and the copal. That way it gives it enough time to cool down by the time I leave right now. Yeah, man, but thank you guys so much for coming out here to visit my sister with me. I know wherever she's at, she's grateful that you guys came out here. I spent some time with her. You know, and like I said, you know, don't forget to enjoy life, man. You know, we're not here for that long. None of us are here for that long. You know, like I said, look at her. Look at my sister. You know, she was only here for 18 years. So imagine being on Earth for 18 years, and she's been gone for 25 years. So she's been gone more than she was here. Like I said, today would have been her 43rd birthday. So imagine how many of you out there have made it to your 43rd birthday, or your parents made it to the 43rd birthday. Those are things that we have to be grateful for. Like, a lot of people don't ever think about it, but it's like, damn, okay, I made it to 43, I made it to 45, I made it to 55. A lot of people don't see that, but it's actually a blessing, you know. Or even if you made it past 18, look at that as a blessing too. That's a major blessing. A lot of people don't make it past 18. A lot of people don't make it past 10, you know. I know a lot of people whose children never made it to 5, you know what I mean? Stuff like that, you know. So we always have to give thanks to, you know, whoever it is you believe in, whoever it is that you pray to. You got to give them thanks, you know, give to the universe or to whoever you pray to, you know. Let them know you're grateful to be here. Like me, I give thanks every day, man. Like I said, especially seeing my sister through everything she went through. She went through all of that at such a young age that I'm like, damn, like how could a teenager have to go through that? You know, like, why did a teenager have to go through that? Like that was crazy. So just it makes you grateful, and it makes you look at life a little bit different, you know. I know people that You know, their kids were gone the same day they got here. You know, the same day that they gave birth. You know, within a few hours, their baby was gone. You know, I know people in those kind of situations. You know, so just give thanks. You know, if you have your kids with you, if you have your parents with you, if you have your siblings with you, give thanks. Give thanks for all of that. You know, all of it is a blessing. You know, even if it doesn't feel like a blessing in the moment, when that gets taken away from you, you realize, oh, it was a blessing. So like I said, you know, just take a time out of your day, just to reflect on the blessings that you have, the people that you have, the family that you have. You know, even if they're not blood related, you know, you still might see certain people as family. So, you know, just be grateful, you know, be thankful. Dang, I feel like it's getting colder now. Shit, I thought it was gonna get warmer. Normally it gets hot over here by the time I'm leaving, but it's already it's already gonna be 10 a.m. And it's still, I feel like it's getting even colder. But yeah, man, like I said, today's Saturday, May 2nd. Her birthday was yesterday on May 1st, but I didn't get a chance to come out here because I like to come out here in the mornings. So I didn't get a chance to come out here yesterday morning. So first thing today, as soon as I woke up, took a shower, got ready, got all her stuff ready, and then I headed out here. But yeah, guys, so again, you know, thank you so much for coming out here to the cemetery with me, checking out the cemetery vlog. I truly appreciate you guys. I love you guys. We appreciate you guys. And see you guys at the next video.